Well, welcome back. I'm Keith Reynolds, host of Morning Coffee. We're continuing with our hot topics this morning. Our next hot topic is, on a more of on a serious note, we're going to be talking about Hodgkin's lymphoma, which can strike early in adults and later on in life. Today we have Dr. Jonathen Cohen in to talk about this very important topic, and some of the numbers I was looking at are stifling. Doctor, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. It's great to be with you.
So what is Hodgkin's lymphoma?
So Hodgkin lymphoma is a type of blood cancer. It frequently can affect the lymph nodes of the body and can often present with swollen lymph nodes in the neck or underarms or in other areas, but can certainly go to other parts of the body.
Now, you know, are these, when you say swollen, I'm assuming they're tender and they hurt?
So in many cases, actually, the lymph nodes are not tender and can be quite hard. And this is one of the things that physicians will often use to help distinguish between a lymph node that may have swollen due to an illness versus one that may be due to lymphoma or other more serious causes.
Okay. And when you say swollen or enlarged, lymph nodes, I'm assuming, are like almost the size of a pea, correct?
Some can be quite large, and so when they're swollen to the point where they can be felt, that typically means that they are markedly enlarged over normal. A normal lymph node, though, is less than 1 centimeter in size.
Wow, wow. What are some of the risk factors for it?
So unfortunately, for most patients, we don't always know why they received or why they developed this disease. In some instances, there are some viruses like the Epstein-Barr virus that have been associated with Hodgkin lymphoma, but many times we don't know why a particular patient has developed the disease.
Okay. And what are some of the risk factors for those folks out there?
So some of the risk factors again may be related to exposure to a virus,
Oh, I'm sorry.
like the Epstein-Barr virus, but otherwise there's not a lot of specific risk factors for developing this lymphoma.
Okay, I apologize. I was looking. So what was the most recent research done? At 2016 at ASH annual meeting.
Yes, so this is actually a real exciting time for patients with Hodgkin lymphoma. At the meeting, several studies were presented using immunotherapy, and this is a class of drugs that allows the patient's own immune system to attack the lymphoma. And for patients with relapsed lymphoma, meaning those who have been treated and had the disease come back, where there had previously been few options, there now are a new class of drugs where over two-thirds of patients will respond, and many of those responses will last a long time. This is a marked improvement over where we were even a few years ago.
Now, we just had a viewer post in. They want to know: is there any other symptoms besides the swollen lymph node, or are you tired? Anything other than that?
Yes, so many times patients will be diagnosed when they go to their primary care physician for a routine physical, or occasionally there'll be some abnormalities in blood work. So it's real important that all patients have regular follow-up with their doctors. Other symptoms, though, that may develop could include fevers, unexplained drenching night sweats, unexplained weight loss, and then sometimes, depending on where the disease is, there can be other symptoms like some difficulty breathing or cough, or maybe abdominal pain, depending on the site of the disease.
Okay. So outcomes for Hodgkin lymphoma, including the risk of relapse and outcomes for relapse patients.
Yes, so fortunately, most patients with Hodgkin lymphoma will be cured with currently available chemotherapy. So roughly 75% of patients will be treated and the disease will never come back. But for the roughly 1/4 of patients who have relapsed disease, our previously available therapy was only curative in about half of those patients, leaving a significant group of patients without curative options. And that's where new drugs like nivolumab, which is one of the immunotherapy agents that have been described recently, really has helped prolong the life of a lot of patients.
Okay. Now, I know that I guess it just depends on where you're at in the body, where it's at in the body and everything and how far it's gone. But Hodgkin lymphoma is curable, though, correct?
That's correct. So our best chances at cure, at least at the current time, are in the upfront setting, meaning the first time that a patient is treated. And so while that is successful in about 75% of patients, we certainly have more work to do. And there's interest in moving some of these immunotherapy agents in earlier on in the course of the disease. And there are currently clinical trials looking to do just that, to improve our cure rate.
Okay. So where can we get more information, Doc, about all this information you went over this morning?
Yep, absolutely. So I typically recommend that patients start by speaking with their own personal physician or primary care doctor. And if they are dealing with the lymphoma already or have a loved one, that they discuss this with their oncologist. Other opportunities, though, are available on the web through the Lymphoma Research Foundation, which is at lymphoma.org, or the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, which is at lls.org. Both of those are excellent sources of information where patients can connect with other patients and caregivers throughout the country and can get some excellent information.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for coming on to Morning Coffee and really talking about this really important topic here this morning. For you listeners and viewers out there, if you have loved ones yourself, please go to the websites that Doctor provided for us and get checked out today. All right. Thank you, Doc.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right. We're going to be right back with another hot topic right after this commercial break.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to give a sub some sizzle, this is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
My dream job is to run and manage my own spa clinic.
To be the general manager for the Jumeirah Hotel in Abu Dhabi, Dubai.
I feel Merciers has prepared me very well for my future in the hospitality industry.
The kitchen is incredible.
You are planning the meal, doing all the costing and the recipes. You're in charge of everything going on in the kitchen.
They really do get you prepared, and they want to make sure that you have a job after college.
When it comes to injuries,
they're not all created equal.
that's why at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine,
Our team of doctors will coordinate and customize your care,
to provide the best treatment options using the area's most advanced medical technology,
all with one goal in mind.
to get you back in the game,
We call life
pain-free,
drug-free.
surgery-free. That's what we do here at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine.
Get better faster.
Stay better longer.
Saving your business money is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Tanker Consulting Services, a payment solutions expert, will show you how with a free, detailed, written analysis illustrating your cost savings. We usually uncover savings between 10 and 25%, and sometimes more. We can help your business succeed by providing reliable and secure merchant payment solutions such as merchant services programs, point-of-sale systems, and ATM machines. TCS, one of the leaders in regional credit card processing consulting, offers electronic payments to merchants locally and nationwide through our preferred vendor programs. We work to keep business costs down with a comprehensive suite of quality products, services, and customized credit card processing programs exclusively tailored for your company. TCS is convenient, reliable, and innovative, with customer service available 24/7, 365 days a year. Our in-depth industry knowledge, partnership strategy, and innovative processing solutions allow for a specialized approach to providing merchant bank processing with 100% full fee disclosure. TCS is one-stop shopping for all your merchant services. Our clients save 100% of the time. Trust Tanker Consulting Services, the knowledgeable, professional, and friendly provider of secure payment services. We set the standard by which others are measured. Call now for a free written analysis. 609-922-0201.
Today's show has been sponsored